Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's August 7th, 2023, and I'm still up here working with the spruce trees. And I did show some footage day before yesterday of me going in and setting a couple of cameras off to the side where I'm going in and doing pruning on a couple of the trees, the spruces that I had before. And probably the most effective way to attacking these blue spruces and getting the limbs off it's using a combination of bypass pruners and the mini cordless chainsaws. So I thought in this video I'd just spend a couple of minutes talking about the bypass pruners that I've been using. And I'm not sure the proper pronunciation, K-L-E-Z-H-I, Klezhi, Klezhi. This bypass pruner. I also have the Dewalt bypass pruner. And one of the things I would say is that these are an amazing tool, but there is a difference. This is ergonomic. This is so easy for me to get in to those tight spaces, and there's all the small little branches besides the branches that you see on the outer surface of these trees, and you're trying to manipulate your hand in between, and that isn't as handy with this Dewalt bypass pruner. I really haven't put this one to the test yet. This one I have, but and it is powerful. I can easily take out 1-inch caliper, 1-inch diameter branches right at the growth ring. And this is real easy to maneuver in there. This one isn't quite as easy to maneuver, but if you look at the opening for these, the Dewalt is larger. So I'll have to see if it's powerful enough to take down 2-inch or 1.5-inch diameter branches. I just don't know yet. Now these are blue spruces that I'm doing it with. I've done it with ash, blue spruce, some maple saplings as well, but not really anything of maturity. I'll give them further tests in the future. But the other thing that makes this a little bit cumbersome is you have a safety switch on the Dewalt in order to get this one to go. This one's a little odd where you've got an on-off switch here on the base of it, but it's real easy to use. Easy to clean, easy to change the blades on both of these to sharpen them. But what I'm going to show you is just using this one most likely, and I'm going to take that camera that I'm filming with right now and put on my my neck holder to hold that camera in place. And you may be able to see, I don't know that this is going to work because I'm in there so tight, and it tends to knock your hat off. You're buried in poison ivy. If there's poison ivy in the tree, it's just not a pleasant environment being in tight. Once I start getting the tree opened up, it's a piece of cake because I can work my way right around in there. The thing that's real nice also about both of these bypass pruners, they're much easier to work whether you're going around clockwise or counterclockwise, because there's no bulky motor sticking out like there are with the mini chainsaws. So I'm always going counterclockwise with the mini chainsaws, but this way I can go clockwise and counterclockwise. It's just a twist of the wrist to make it easy to get in there. This one's heavier, a little bit bulkier, has a larger mouth opening for a larger caliper. They both seem powerful for the same size branches that I've been using so far. So that's what I've got to say. So I'm going to go ahead, put the camera on my neck, and see if anything gets recorded as a result of trying this system. This comes with a nice little plastic guard. And one thing, I'll say this, you have to be super careful with a bypass pruner, a cordless bypass pruner. You could easily take a finger off. And as you're moving around and you're bumping into things, I've seen my finger touch this and it closed. Fortunately, my fingers have been clear of it, so I'm really aware of that. And I guess I forgot to bring my gloves up as well. So we'll give this a shot. Here we go. Okay, we'll come in here and see what we can do. Now this one's pretty good because, not great for the tree, but it's a leaner. that way we know is west because our winds come out of the west and so many of these trees have been knocked over. So if I've got a spot like this to come in, it's easier for me to get started in the tree. And I just use the bypass pruner to reach up in here. So I end up forgetting about the camera as I'm doing this, so apologize if things are not in view. I get cramps in my hands using my smaller bypass pruners, but when I'm being very, if I don't have a lot of pruning to do, I prefer my small ones that I've talked about in other videos. I can see this is one that I tied up here as well. I got the paracord ripped around it. Now, let's get to something like this. So this is bigger than the diameter. This will cut through this with ease. So you can see the size of that does a really, really good job. I get the mini chainsaw out for that. And I should have brought my gloves. Dang it. It's a paracord, which snapped. So far, I like both the Saker and the Natiti. I don't really care for their cases, either one of them. Neither one is all that good, but both of them work very well in here. Can't believe I forgot my gloves. Oh, nice little nest. Bird's nest. And I did use Mini Me to come over here and pick up all of these buggers, which worked out really, really well. Now with this, the motor, I don't know if you can see this, with the motor extending out to this side, it makes it tough to go ahead and cut from this side. That's why I like the bypass pruner so much. Now I can get right in here. I'm sure they'll make better ones in the future, but for the prices of the Saker and the Natiti, these work pretty darn well. Is this thing still recording? Yep, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I might take this one here. And I do have a small spray bottle of WD-40 that I use to keep the chain lubricated. And this won't work right off the bat until I hit it a couple of times. It goes into sleeping mode. So you can see the caliber of what I just took off there. It took a couple of bites, but it does do a good job. This is actually a pretty easy one, probably because it's in rough shape. Oh, Lord. Okay. So that one went pretty well for being twisted. And come over here. Cut this one off. Small ash tree there. And this is one of the ones that so when I approach a tree like this, what I'll do is that I'm not getting things in my eyes. I'll take a couple of these things off at a distance so I can get in closer. Yeah, and of course I'm not pointing the camera where I'm going because my body's twisted. And of course there's grass and stuff or weeds here. Oh, this is another one that blew over before. See my paracord right here. No, that's actually copper wire on this one. And this is still holding. So I don't want to cut the wire. We have very high winds here. And lost quite a few trees over the years with the winds that we have. So I try to make myself a little bit of an opening here. And then I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Didn't get a good bite that time. But even if you can't see very well, you're getting an idea from the sound effects. You get an idea of how well these bypass pruners, these cordless units, work. Bunch of pill bugs down here. Right now my hand would be cramping up if I was using my Corona bypass pruners, which I love. All right, now we got another ash. That bindweed grabs a hold of everything here. And I try to get them as close as I can. I may come back after I work on all the trees and mow around these buggers to make sure all of my cuttings are right up to the growth collar. It is pretty hot and muggy here today. And another ash. Oh, I got another ash tree right here. All right. I'm going to take the copper wire off here. Bindweed. And there's no need to pull any more weed out of this tree. This is my Leatherman here. Yeah, this is copper wire I use for doing some supporting because my paracord only lasts for about 2 years. Darn bindweed. Okay. So I've got it tied to here and the T-post. All right. Paracord on here too. Well, where does this bugger go? Let me see what I did here. Okay, it's disconnected from there. Okay. So we got galvanized, no, we got 2 copper wires here. Okay, it is hot and muggy. Even touching the tools is very, very hot. Okay, let's get into this one and see what we can do. Kind of hard to sneak, and this one's tied off as well. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to cut the vine here. Let's see what I can do. Can barely see in here. Wrapped right around here, and darn it. Oh, Lord. Do a little more clearing here. getting into some of these awkward positions can be a challenge. And there is where the Virginia creeper comes out of the ground. There we go. Okay. Man, I hate seeing these trees get so bad. All these trees had blown down a few winters ago. And you'd think I'd get up here and take better care of the here's one of the wires and post. Set this down. It's a nice hot day. I used paracord before that. Okay. Come on, dang thing. Okay. Oh, Lord. Well, we might get some footage in the next one there. We'll try that one. Man, this is hot. Alright, find a spot to get in here where I'm not going to get blinded by something. So I create an opening But a lot of these limbs are dead from the fungus. As you can hear, they're hauling gravel from the gravel mine next door. Lord. Gotta remove everything that's dead. And I won't get it the first time with these ones that are all twisted like this. I'll have to clean around them. And this tree is almost completely dead. It's like a jungle in here. Try to find something alive. Okay, I think I got most of those off. And the mosquitoes are out. Okay. And another one down. This is where I got the grapevines out last year. All right, let's see what we can do here. You're gonna go drop off some books at the post office. cut into the collar that time. I shouldn't have cut so deep. This bugger's right in the mud or in the soil. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It's when you live in a high wind zone. Well, it's the next day. I've got my rain gear on now. We got rained out when I was working up there yesterday using the pruners, and I know it was a long video showing me using the Klezhi, I'm going to call it, pruner, but it really did fantastic. And this morning I went up and used the Dewalt, and I'm going to end up sending the Dewalt back. I bought it through Amazon. That's one of the blessings of Amazon. It just lacks the power to compare with this unit here. It has a wider opening, so it should be able to take larger limbs, but going through the same size, let's say 1-inch diameter limbs, this unit here, the Klezhi, it goes through it quickly, very, very quickly. And even if I have to take 2 bites out of something that's even larger, but with a 1-inch, I may have to take 3 bites with the Dewalt. Now, I'm a big Dewalt fan, and I love most of their tools. They're cordless power tools. But I think that their pruner, well, it just isn't, in my opinion, as good as this one here. So I'm actually sending the Dewalt back. If I need to get another one, I'll get a second one of these. It's got 2 batteries in it. It has a great case. Everything fits in there beautifully. You can charge both batteries at the same time. So I'm pretty happy with this unit. I just wanted to close out this video and giving my suggestion at the end of what I think of this pruner. This bypass cordless power pruner is excellent, like 5-star rating on my part. The Dewalt, I'd give it 3.5 stars. And again, I am a Dewalt fan, and I'm invested in many Dewalt tools. But you're going to get my honest opinion. And I also had to use the Ego 18-inch cordless chainsaw, which I've done reviews on in the past. Absolutely fantastic. Still love that tremendously. Both the Saker and the Natiti cordless mini chainsaws both work fantastic. Really like them a lot. But for my money, this is the best pruner out there right now. So that's what I thought I'd do, is end by closing up with these couple of comments. Thanks so much for watching, and have a super fantastic day. Bye-bye now.